Okay, Algebra 2 students, today you're going to take a quiz on finding the vertex of a quadratic function, the axis of symmetry, the y-intercept, and the x-intercepts. You have been doing this for quite a while now, so we're going to take a quiz on it and see where we're at. Before you take the quiz, we're going to do a practice run with Desmos one more time. So if you take a look at this, we're starting out with y equals 2x squared minus 5x minus 3. Okay, first off, what you're going to do, you're going to find the vertex. The vertex is negative b over 2a. That's what you guys are telling me on your Padlet the last couple days, so you should be okay with that. B is a negative 5, so it's opposite of negative 5 over 2a. A is a 2, so that's going to be 5 over 4. Then you're going to put 5 over 4 in for x to find out what the y is for the vertex. So I'm going to put this all in for x, and I get negative 6.125. So the vertex is 1.25, which is the 5/4, and negative 6.125. Some of you guys on the homework last week, when I asked you for the vertex, you only gave me the x. You did not put it back in and find the y, so you guys lost some points on that. So make sure you do find the x and the y for the vertex. So if you go over here and you click right here in the vertex of the parabola, you guys will see that it matches up with what we came up with, okay? Axis of symmetry is literally what the x is. You guys did this last week. This is a good job. It is this guy right here. It is 1.25. Everybody seems to be pretty good with that. Y-intercept is where you put a 0 in for x. So I go back in here, put a 0 in for x, and it is a negative 3. So if you come over here, this is 0, negative 3. These are the things that I asked you to color in with dots last week on Desmos. X-intercepts. X-intercepts are the zeros right here. If you take a look here and here. So this is negative 0.5 and 3, 0. You can literally click them on the graph and you can find those. The other thing I'm going to ask you to do is I'm going to ask you to take and factor this. So I'm going to show you in the next slide how to do that. But this is where we took the A and the C, multiplied it, came with the guy in the middle. But I'm going to ask you a basic one. I'm not going to ask you the one where you're going to have to do the A and the C, okay? All right, so I'm going to go to the next slide. Here's the next one. Here's this quadratic formula. We're going to find the vertex. Negative b over 2a. B is a 3, so it's negative 3 over 2 times a, which is a 1. This is a 1 out in front of the x squared. That gives us negative 1.5. Then we're going to put the negative 1.5 in for x. Solve, and we get negative 30.25. So our vertex is negative 1.5, negative 30.25. And we'll come over here, we'll click this guy, cross our fingers, and look at that. That's what we get for our vertex, okay? Y-intercept, put a 0 in for x, put it in here, and we get our y is negative 28. Come over here, and here's our y-intercept at 0, negative 28. Axis of symmetry is x equals negative 1.5 is the x right here in the vertex. You guys seem to do a pretty good job with that last week. It's this guy right here. Okay, x-intercepts. I'm going to ask you in the quiz to find the x-intercepts. You need to factor that because you will not probably have this graph in front of you to just click here and say, hey, it's negative 7 and 4. But what we're going to do is, don't forget, you're going to figure out what numbers you're going to multiply. That gives you negative 28, but when you add them, gives you a 3. So if you think about it, it's 7 and negative 4. So it's going to be x plus 7, x minus 4. So to find the zeros, we've done this before. X plus 7 equals 0, x minus 4 equals 0. So x is a negative 7 and x is a 4. And we check the answers with the graph right here. So go through this video a couple times if you need to before you take the quiz. The quiz is on Desmos, and then we'll see how you do. Okay, thank you.